Welcome. On this channel, we share the freshest insights from the world of neural networks, hardware, and technology. Subscribe right now so you don't miss a thing. And if you need your own AI agent, reach out, and I'll help you build one tailored to your needs. Today in this explainer, we are diving into a truly epic story. It honestly feels like an ancient fairy tale, but brought to life right here in the modern digital age. We are looking at a monumental battle of artificial intelligence. For a very long time, our digital kingdom has been ruled by massive giants. Models like GPT 5.5 and the mighty Agent Opus 4.8 have completely dominated the landscape. But every epic tale needs challengers. New models are rising from the digital forest, and they are ready to face these industry giants. They are stepping up to prove their worth in a legendary contest of pure logic and code. Section 1. 3 Mighty Digital Warriors. First up, we have the GLM 5.2 model from Hong Kong. Next is the fast and highly affordable fighter known as Miniax 3. And finally, we have the stern and deeply intelligent warrior, Qwen 3.7 Max. We are using the Hermes Agent API program to control them. All three of these neural networks operate through API keys, stepping bravely up to the stone altar of code. Trial 1. Code logic. We set up a tournament database, and we filled it with insidious traps just to confuse the models. We created a scoring error, where Norway should have beaten France on goal difference. We hit a nasty 405 error deep in the system. We even broke the player list by mistakenly sending Messi to Austria. And to top it all off, we added a fake comment, like a trap left by an evil swamp Kikimora, just to distract them. Then, we unleashed our 3 heroes on these tricky bugs. The results were absolutely fascinating. All 3 models brilliantly fixed our 4 bugs, and nobody fell into that evil Kikimora trap. But their paths to victory were vastly different. Qwen performed incredibly well here. The algorithm made only 37 precise system calls. It was like a speedy winged dog, flying smoothly over every single obstacle. It took the absolute shortest, most efficient path. The GLM model produced a perfect result too, but its reasoning took way too many unnecessary steps. It was an expensive way to solve a simple problem, kind of like paying a heavy tribute to a greedy corporate cachet. Minimax also succeeded, and it did so at half the price of the others. Trial 2. HTML visualization. For this test, our heroes had to write code in pure HTML. They were not allowed to use any external graphics libraries at all. The specific challenge was to draw a moving, alien, 6-wheeled truck navigating a complex Martian landscape. This requires incredible precision and a really deep understanding of physics and animation logic. And this is exactly where their paths diverged dramatically. Minimax failed this test miserably. The truck completely missed the uneven road. The animation was super jerky, and the wheels just awkwardly hovered in the air. Qwen did much better, drawing a beautiful landscape with working suspension, even though one wheel was slightly off the ground. But GLM was the absolute champion here. Like an all-seeing god of light, GLM accounted for every realistic detail flawlessly. The rocks on the road moved smoothly, the suspension absorbed the harsh Martian terrain perfectly, realistic digital smoke even billowed from the wheels. It was a true triumph of autonomous visual programming. Trial 3. Harsh SQL. The scale of this next task was absolutely massive. The models needed to speed up a painfully slow data query, one that spanned 80 million lines of data. But we did not just give them a slow query. We laid a cunning trap, a tangled knot of code hidden deep within the complex logic. This harmful piece of code was recalculating the enormous data millions of times over. Minimax foolishly fell right into this trap. It simply suggested adding regular indexes, which was completely incorrect, and it totally failed to solve the real problem. However, Qwen and GLM saw right through the deception. They severed the tangled knot with precise and powerful logic. Qwen actually turned out to be slightly more accurate in its reasoning here. It struck accurately and incredibly powerfully, just like a mythic hero cutting through an impossible problem with a single blow. Finally, a sovereign digital future.
Now, as much as we admire Qwen for its mighty logic, its waits unfortunately remain entirely closed. We can only wait and hope for an open release one day. But look at GLM and Minimax. They are completely open. They are freely available right now on the HuggingFace platform. Their open licenses mean you can easily run them locally, right on your own hardware. This is incredibly empowering for developers and creators everywhere.
The final takeaway from this incredible journey is crystal clear. We are witnessing sovereign technologies gaining colossal power. We no longer need to rely solely on expensive cloud giants. Local artificial intelligence can independently correct complex programs right now. The bright sovereign future has already arrived, and it is running on our own servers. Thank you so much for exploring this digital magic with us today. Leave a comment and tell us what you will build with this newfound power.